Okay, so we're going to start drawing our bird's eye view cityscape. And as the word cityscape implies, we're going to be drawing city buildings. So the first thing we need to do is draw our roads. And so you're going to find roughly the middle of your paper. And I'm okay with you just drawing on either side of a ruler for your road. If you have one of the wider rulers, I would prefer you not use that, but the size is fine. And then we're going to do an intersection. So anywhere from like here to here on there, you can draw your intersecting road. And so you've got your main intersection. You can erase these lines here. If you want to draw another intersection, that's fine with me, but I'm only going to require you to have one main intersection. So then what we're going to do next is we're going to draw the tops of our buildings. First though, we need to do our vanishing point. So wherever your two roads meet, right there is where your vanishing point is going to be. So once we got our vanishing point, we're going to draw the tops of our buildings. Now, you want to see the whole top. So you want building shapes to be around this size. So I'm going to start simple and draw. And you want them to be back from the intersection a little bit, because remember we're drawing the tops, but the bottoms are going to actually go to the curb. So I'm going to draw, first one I'm going to draw is just going to be a square. And pay attention to your lines, folks. Use the lines on the rulers to make sure that you're squaring your lines. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw all the shapes. And over on this side, I think I'm going to have kind of a diamond shaped building. And think about how buildings are situated in the city. They usually line up with the curb. So make sure that you are drawing that your edges, if you have a square building, make sure your edges are parallel with the curb. And over here, I think I'm going to make a curved building. Again, I'm paying attention to giving myself room from the curb. And you'll see what I mean in a minute here. So the distance from the curb is going to impact how tall your building is. So I'm going to line up my corner with the vanishing point. And then I'm going to draw to about there so that I have, you know, you think about how buildings are, there's often a sidewalk there, so give yourself some space. And then you stop and you want to make sure that this edge is parallel with this edge. So if you have a curved see, that doesn't work because it's smaller, so you're not going to be able to use the exact same curve. You might have to eyeball it a little bit. There you go. And then this one. Make sure that you're taking into consideration that these lines have to be parallel. So you line up your ruler, slide it out, draw a line. And this is why I told you to draw lightly, so that you can erase and you don't end up with a bunch of pencil lines. I have these number 3 pencils, and they actually have a little bit harder lead, and so if you want to use one for this, you can. Notice how I'm always, always, always lining my corners up with my vanishing point. And then this edge, the top edge, and that bottom edge have to be parallel. So think about on the smartboard pictures, how some of them looked really good and then the last two didn't look all that great because they hadn't really paid attention to the rules on those last couple ones, and so there were some discrepancies, and it throws off the entire illusion of a three-dimensional